He never expected to come home early that night. The rain was pouring down in sheets, the kind of cold spring storm that rattles windows and soaks you to the bone. Daniel, exhausted from another double shift at the factory, decided to skip the overtime and surprise his new wife with dinner. He imagined her smile, the warmth of the house, maybe even laughter from the babies. But as he turned onto the street, he noticed something that froze him in place. 3 tiny figures, bundled in soaked blankets, sat shivering on the front steps of his own house. For a moment, he thought his eyes were playing tricks on him. Then came the cry, thin, desperate, piercing through the rain. His triplets. Barely a year old, left alone in the storm. Daniel dropped everything he was carrying and rushed forward, scooping the infants into his arms. Their little faces were pale, their lips trembling. He clutched them close to his chest, his heart pounding with fear and anger. Shh! Daddy's here! Daddy's here! But where was his wife? He slammed open the front door, calling her name. The house was silent, too silent. No TV, no footsteps, no light in the kitchen. Just a folded note on the table. His hands shook as he read it. I can't do this anymore. They're not mine, and they never will be. You'll have to choose, me or them. Goodbye. For a long moment, Daniel just stood there, the paper crumpling in his fist, the sound of rain hammering the roof. The woman he thought would help him rebuild his life had abandoned not only him, but his children. Rage boiled in him, but grief pressed harder. He had remarried too quickly after losing his first wife in childbirth. Maybe he had been chasing comfort, a partner to share the burden of raising 3 babies alone. But now reality was staring him in the face. He wasn't going to be rescued. He was the rescue. That night, he wrapped his children in dry towels, sat on the worn couch, and held all 3 of them against his chest until they finally drifted to sleep. He whispered promises into their tiny ears. I will never leave you. Not ever. In the days that followed, Daniel's world seemed to collapse. Bills piled up. Neighbors whispered. His boss questioned his constant absences. He thought about giving up more than once. But every time he looked at those 3 little faces, something inside him hardened, not into bitterness, but into resolve. One morning, as he struggled to balance the babies and groceries at the corner store, a woman behind him in line noticed. She was older, gray hair tucked beneath a rain hat, and she touched his shoulder gently. You're doing this alone, aren't you? Daniel, embarrassed, just nodded. She smiled. My daughter's a nurse. She can help you with childcare sometimes. And I'll cook. Nobody should have to fight this battle by themselves. That small act of kindness became the first domino. Soon, others joined in. His neighbor across the street offered to watch the kids when Daniel worked night.